right, if you are interested in the full extension or the full version of this reading, you're going to have to upgrade to the Everything Interest tier. This tier is not available on YouTube only because I didn't have enough tiers on that one, you know. All right, so let's see what's going on with you, Taurus. I did see the Knight of Pentacles, and it was in the cold. All right, so it's something about coldness or something like that. It could be, you know, you are exalted in the moon. These are moon messages. So this does talk about heart being cold, or yeah, to me it's like cold, being cold. I don't know. All right, needing to defrost. Okay, let's see messages please for Taurus. So we have the Hermit. Look at that. It's like you're going inside of a cave here, in the cave of yourself. It's interestingly because Aries had the Six of Swords reversed, but it looked like a cave. And in that Six of Swords card, it's like it looks like someone who is hooded, like a hermit would be. But then there's a little boy. There's a little boy in that boat coming out of a cave. So this does talk about, I feel like you're going up in there to your inner child. And I know that sounds very cliche. What does it really mean to talk about your inner child? This is like a version of you that is still stifled, a version of you that has not grown. It's like some of you have children, okay? And so it's kind of like, imagine you receiving news, God forbid, that your child is slow, mentally delayed. Imagine receiving news, God forbid, that your child, you know, their bones are stifled, meaning they're not going to be able to, they're like a midget or something like that. Like they're never going to be normal size or something like that. Imagine just, I don't know, it's just one of those energies. That's the best way I can put it. And I know that sounds fucked up and extreme, but that's the best way I could put it. It's like we do things in life for growth. We do things to grow in our careers. We do things to grow in our relationships. Love, we want our love to grow in our relationships. We certainly want our money to grow, right? You know, that's life. That's the cycles of life, growth. And when we talk about your inner child, you got to heal your inner child, it's mainly talking about a version of yourself that is not growing, has not grown, has a deficiency. You know, and it's like you got to go back in time to when that growth stopped. That's what healing inner child or inner child this, inner child that means. It's going back to a time, Six of Cups energy, where something happened that made you stop doing whatever the fuck. You know, maybe you got your ass beat when you used to, I don't know, run away, right? Run. Maybe you were really good at running as a kid and you got your ass beat for it, right? And so now as an adult, you don't run when you could have been a great runner or an athlete. But because you got your ass beat back in the day for running, now it's like you look at other runners or whatever like that, like, damn, you know, I wish, why do you, like, that's what inner child energy is. And I hope I made that make sense, right? But I say all this to say, Taurus, this is like you going back in time, back in some type of portal in yourself or memory, or just when something happened that made you become cold or made you X, Y, and Z. And we'll see what that X, Y, and Z is right now. Exactly, Eight of Wands. This is inner travel. This right here is soul searching. And then you got the Chariot here. This is a lot of movement. This is a lot of movement, but this movement is going on inside. It's interesting. And then the Seven of Cups reverse is about being disillusioned. It's interesting because the Eight of Wands in the Chariot, it's almost kind of like, I don't know if it's, because I don't want to say this is someone else helping you do this, or I don't want to say this is someone else being sent to help you do this, or someone is coming to save you. Because even though it's like inner child, you may be stuck at that point and there's no growth. And it's not to say you've abandoned it. You may still be in it and you need someone to come in and save you. Like, it's one of those vibes. But it also could just literally be you just, you know how you go into the woods or maybe rock climbing or something like that or whatever, and you need one of those ropes, or you need something to like for you to be guided out of the woods, or you need those ropes to guide you up and down those rocks, all up and down those mountains and things. That's kind of how I feel with this Chariot and Eight of Wands. It's kind of like someone is trying to like pull you out of something. Like maybe you lost the rope to get out of the woods. Get out of yourself, get out of this time zone, or what energy. Maybe you know, rock climbing and your rope got clipped or snipped and you fell in a ditch or something like that. And it's like you're waiting for someone to even realize you're missing. That's kind of the energy I'm kind of getting with this Eight of Wands Chariot, but I don't want to put all this credit on someone else. Like, oh, you can't make it back. I don't want to do all of that. But it kind of feels like that just a bit. Just a bit. Yeah, we have the Page of Swords here as well. And the Star card. So this is like directions, honestly, because it's like back in those days, they used to use the sun and the stars to guide them when they didn't have a compass, so they wouldn't get lost. This does indicate some energy of being lost. Or someone just being sent to you to go through something with you. It could be something like that as well. I'm going to pull a surrender card and then keep it pushing. Some of you also too, around this time, you may be eating a lot. Whenever you are not emotionally secure or financially secure, just not secure really, whatever makes you feel secure as a Taurus, which is usually money and security and stability and relationships. When these things are off balance, off whack, you do tend to take on the low vibrational energy of Taurus, which is about, it can talk about greediness, overindulgence, eating, laziness, moving extremely slow. And I could tell you that I have my Mars in Taurus. And there's a thing in astrology called your nemesis. You can look it up on AstroSeek, and I would prefer Vedic astrology, but you do what you want to do. But it'll show you your nemesis. And your nemesis, it shows you energies or signs that work against you. And if you have this in your own chart as well, whatever the sign is, you're also, it clarifies that that's where you are your own enemy also. So it's interesting. I say this because my nemesis is in Taurus and my Mars is in Taurus. So it's like confirmation. Eight of Wands too, also with the Chariot, can be an alarm is what I'm getting to. And I'm not just saying that because of the alarm, but that's like a message, that's like an alert. And then the Chariot can talk about a car. Alarm. And then you're in hermit mode, so you're not aware of something, and it's like you need an alarm. It's kind of like being asleep. You don't know that you're asleep until you wake up or by an alarm, right? You don't really, we know it, we go to sleep, but we don't know that we are asleep when we're asleep, and then we know we were asleep when the alarm goes off, and we got to get up. That's kind of the energy. It's like getting up. And then the Seven of Cups can talk about dreams. This is like waking up. Especially with this is the Devil card. So it's like waking up. But you can look into your astrology chart and find your own nemesis. So to me, I found out that my Mars is in Taurus in the 7th house. And it's not going to change in this lifetime, which sucks. And so I'm my own enemy. And then for it to be in the 7th house of other people and relationships, the 7th house deals with open enemies, but not really. They're enemies that smile in your face, but they try to take your motherfucking place. You see, it's like I had to get disillusions about people and relationships that I was in, and how I was getting in my own fucking way. Even if it's not about relationships, I'm getting in my way. Venus energy, about money. I'm getting in my way about, you know, me really realizing what Venus is about. It's not about love. It's about superficial shit. And it's like I was allowing my moon in Pisces to see something else. So I say all that to say, go look into your astrology chart to see where your nemesis is, because that may shed light on what is causing you to be emotionally off. All right. Yeah, look, non-action. And then surrender the idea you can fix someone. I literally was saying this to someone yesterday. I can't fix you. But it does say surrender to prayer and surrender to non-action. So give yourself over completely to prayer. When you pray from your heart, you will be heard throughout the universe, and answers and support will arrive. Surrender to non-action. Now is the time to be still and not to act. Simply breathe and focus on your own power. Let others come to you. So that does play into, of course, Aries energy. Everything flows into the next. So, I mean, for me, I definitely recommend you guys watch all my readings because they all go together. But this is what I have as of right now. I will be getting into this more on in the extended version for the Everything Empress tier. And we're back. All right, Taurus. So let's see. I don't know how to do this because I want y'all to be able to see me, but at the same time, I want y'all to be able to see the cards as well. Like, I guess. I'm sorry, I know, but you see the cards. So let's take a look, because this energy feels deep. You know, I couldn't even get the gist of it even in 12 minutes with the first version. So we have the Hermit, 8 of Wands, and the Chariot. This is some serious inner work. This is indicating shadow work here as well. And it's just, I guess it's difficult for me to say if you're coming up out of something or someone's coming in. All right, not to say you can't do it, but I don't know. Here's the 7 of Wands. Remember I was mentioning the 6 of Swords with that little child? Here's the child. But this energy kind of feels like a block or a guard. And it's interesting because the 7 of Wands is here and then it progresses into the 8. So this is like, to me, this is a wall. You have the Hermit going up in there. You're going inside of a cave. And I feel like this is a cave to yourself. And then you have something in there, you know, a version of you, or this could literally, you know, I feel like it's a version of you, but it's going to manifest for some of you outwardly where there's just other people cock blocking you from getting deeper into the cave. That's really what it is, getting deeper into yourself. To me, this is a wall. And I guess it brings me back to this with, you know, surrender the idea you can fix someone. It's time for a relationship to shift. It doesn't work to try to fix someone. Each person must be accountable for his or her own healing, right? And so the Chariot is Cancer energy, but Cancer energy is that Queen of Cups, you know, that is the healing aspect. That's being able to mother yourself or allowing someone to be, and I don't want to say it like it's a dependent thing, but sometimes if the wall is so hard or whatever, you may need help. And there's nothing wrong with that. You know, that's where therapists come in, and that's where friends come in. That's where, you know, lovers or whatever come in, family come in to help you. So I don't want to make it seem like you can't do something on your own, but I certainly don't want to make it seem like you're codependent either. But there is certainly a fine line between the two as well. So keep that in mind. I just got to be very clear about that. But this is definitely giving me a wall. Yeah, Page of Swords is still here. And then here's the Five of Swords. It's like you're it's like mind games, or there's something, it's like a trick. Or this could literally just be fear, because if I add up the Five of Swords with the Page, that equals 6. And remember, I mentioned the Six of Swords already. I said this. Oh, remember in Aries reading the Six of Swords, right? That Six of Swords was coming out reverse in Aries reading. But now in this reading, if I add it up, I feel like you're putting 2 and 2 together in this one, Taurus, and that's math. That's money. Math ain't mathin'. You're adding something up, Taurus. Six of Swords energy. And that leads you into the Seven of Swords, right? But the Seven of Swords is coming out reverse in Aries reading. And the Seven of Swords it's in the same energy as the Seven of Wands. These are things that we try to block off and hide and deny. So what it is that you're blocking off, hiding, and denying, there's a wall around. I'm trying to find like the best way, like a banger, like boom, that's what it is, without saying too many words at once. It's like, and I guess that's where the Eight of Wands is. I'm trying to find a spiritual, like, and that's what Eight of Wands is, also spiritual as well. I'm trying to find the right words to knock out this. You need to progress into the Eight of Wands, but it's blocked. You can't get to the Eight of Wands. You can't move forward. You can't break. It's like a wall is right here. And it's like, I'm trying to find the best words. I kind of want to cry because it's that important for me to break this wall. Where are my cards? What is this? It's always going to be fear. I mean, you're going inside of a cave. You're going in a dark place. You just have a little lantern, a little light. All right. And then this is about yourself. You're going into yourself. You know, this is like fearing yourself. But why? See the Seven of Cups. Yeah, it's like 12th house energy. It's some type of karma, but like that's still not good enough. Like I feel like these are still generic. Like I feel like it's generic. Like I need to get to that root. Like I need to get, like, how do you break down a fucking wall like this? Because it's High Priestess energy. Well, damn. And I wanted to clarify the Six of Swords. I'm sorry, it added up, 2 and 2, put 2 together. It's Six of Swords. Here's the High Priestess. Judgment is here. Wow. Here's the Four of Wands as well. This is it reminds me of the Aries reading where I was mentioning this could be like a passed on loved one, or a mother for that matter. It could be a mother, a passed on loved one. And Four of Wands, King of Wands, Five of Cups. Yeah, it's and we hear this all the time. Again, unhealed trauma. But to me, it feels like a past loved one. that is the wall. So or it's like I don't know how to explain it. It's like, because the death card was coming out in Aries reading the crone. So to me, it's like, I feel like I'm tapping into mediumship right now. Like, I feel like this is a past loved one, whether that be a mother who protected and defended you. It's like you don't feel safe. That's what you don't feel safe. Like King of Wands, Four of Wands protects the home and the territory. This is about being able to build. Four of Pentacles, Four of Wands, being able to build. It's about being stable. This is like being able to move on and, you know, start your own family or but there's pain here. Yeah, here's the King of Pentacles. It's like, and that's you, Taurus. It's, and then, yeah, you're exalted in the moon. So, yeah, this is really definitely... It's like you don't feel exalted, or you don't feel important, or you don't feel... I don't know, it could be a father figure here as well. It just feels like you don't feel safe. And it's like you are Leo energy, 111 reverse. Like, that's the child. But that's also about the sun, the same sun that's where the Chariot is. Cancerian energy, motherly energy, and then the sun is up right there. It's like you don't... And then the King of Wands is Leo energy. But there's pain, Five of Cups there. So this to me is like a child that doesn't feel loved. Or has lost, it's kind of like, it reminds me of Kanye West energy, where he like lost the only, you know, woman that loved him, really loved him. And it's like you just don't feel safe. And it's like you're constantly moving around, can't sit still, Eight of Wands energy. Because it's almost like you're trying to find a safe place, Four of Wands. That is, you know, it's... that you rule. It's like you're trying to... It's like being cut off from like an authentic, pure love, you know, your first love, which would be your mom or maybe your dad. And it's like losing them. They may like have died or passed away at like a young age, or just passed away when you feel like you needed them most, or just in general, you know. And it's like over time, it's like you have forgotten their memory, or you have forgotten their love. You have forgotten what that love feels like. And so it's like you've hardened yourself. And now it's like you don't know how to... The best way I can put this is like an abused animal, an abused dog, which I'm going to probably cry just talking about this, but it's like a dog that has been abused, has never been touched, hugged, stroked on, taken care of properly, just never has experienced love. And then you come around that dog to try to give the dog love and everything. It's like, what the hell is this? The dog will either try to attack or try to defend itself. The dog will try to attack. The dog may even feel or may think that they're feeling pain when you're like trying to stroke the dog. Like the dog may feel like you doing this. They're so used to being hit or hurt that any type of contact to them it's like their immediate reaction is pain. Even if you're not giving, even if you're doing this to them, something in the brain may make them think, oh, I'm being abused again. I'm being abused. They're hurting me. Like they're so used to, it's one of those energies. And then I mentioned the brain wiring, the 5 of Swords, 6 of Swords, that is mental. With the High Priestess and the Judgment card clarifying that it is spiritual. It's like pain. I don't know how to explain it. Like, I guess it would be low self-esteem because I see that right here. Leo energy Leos, as confident as they come off, Leos are the most insecure. So it's like this 5 of Swords is this 5 of Cups. And it's like someone really does have low self-esteem. And if you have low self-esteem, you don't love yourself. And if you don't love yourself, you can't accept love from anybody else. And if someone tries to come in and truly love you, again, your brain is going to make you feel like, I need to protect myself. They're gonna hurt me, or I need to, or they're gonna leave me. You know, oh, my mom left me, abandonment. This could be abandonment issues. Even if someone died, you know, someone feels like they're abandoned. Even if, you know, maybe a father died, someone feels abandoned, or their mom or dad just wasn't around. Someone feels abandoned, and this is a very deep-rooted problem. And so it's almost like, if we're back to Aries reading, it's almost like someone can only give pentacles, like their way of, or you, I mean, I don't know, at this point, I'm just channeling it at this point, so you put it where it needs to be, but it's like someone only knows how to relate Venus energy to other people, 7th house energy, by way of money, conditional, because it's like they are in control. It's like a facade, and that facade, the mask, goes right back into Aries reading. No one cared about me until I put on the mask. Someone needs like love and affection. They need that. It's like that. I'm saying abused dog, but someone could be abused. Someone could be abandoned. It's like someone needs love. And it's like one of these energies, yeah, it talks about self-love, but it's almost like someone needs an example. Like, you know how a mother gives you an example of what love is, and then you go out into the world and you give love how you were taught, or a father gives love and then you go out and do the same. This is one of those energies where it's like someone needs an example. Someone needs to be loved in order for them to really be able to give it back, or to be able to love. I don't know. So this is like and I'm saying this like this because a lot of times when we have to heal, you need to heal yourself. Like it says, you can't fix someone. It's someone's responsibility or accountability to fix or heal themselves. but it's like someone doesn't even know what healing looks like, or they don't remember. They don't remember. They've never been shown. They've never been. So how can someone begin to do something if they've never been shown? That's not fair. You know, it's not fair. And I'm not saying this to justify someone not even trying to do it for, like, how can you do it? It's like a child. How can a child, a baby, a toddler feed themselves? How can you have that expectation for a baby to feed themselves, to take care of themselves? You have to do that. And then when they are old enough, then you start to show them how to do it. This is someone who is like a baby. You can't leave or abandon a baby and think that they're going to be able to take care of themselves. So in this case, it does feel like someone needs mothering. What is the Crow, please, in the Eight of Wands? As I said, someone needs mothering. It says it's divine time for an energy shift. Tap into feminine energy. It's almost like, because I feel like it's his ancestors, it's almost kind of too like someone's, like, if someone's mother or father has passed or whatever have you, I'm getting mediumship with the High Priestess and the Judgment card. So it's almost like God or their passed on loved ones is using you to love and mother them or nurture or love them. And again, I'm not the one to advocate for shit like this. That's how I know this is like truly what someone needs. It's like someone's ancestors, their passed on loved ones. It's like, I want to cry right now. I really want to cry right now. It's like they're using you. They're using you to love this person or to mother them or to... They're using you to discipline them. They're using you to love on them. They're using you to show them, guide them, nurture them, like feed them. Like that's how it's like, that's the only way somebody's going to be able to break this. Like, it makes me really want to fucking cry. Like this, oh my God, I want to cry. Like... This High Priestess, like the angel is like, please, like, you are the only one that, like, you, it's like you are chosen for this. And I keep hearing, don't give up on them, please. Yeah, because look, King of Pentacles, Page of Cups. And then you have the Eight of Cups reversed with the same Chariot. Like, usually the Eight of Cups upright is abandonment. This is like abandonment. This is, you know, I'm done. I'm moving on the road again. It's reverse. So this is like Seven of Cups energy. Don't give up on them. I need you. It's like, I need you to it really reminds me of a reading I did 2 years ago, I believe. And it was titled, You Will Be, or was it 2 years? Maybe a year or something like that. It was titled, maybe a year or less, or I don't know. You will be a mother to nations. And it makes me reflect back on just how I've been feeling the past couple days, especially with the collective. And I want to give up. I think I have. But this makes me, I feel convicted again because my sun sign has progressed into Cancer in the 9th house. And I'm only mentioning this because the Chariot, the sun, Chariot, Cancerian energy, the 8 of Wands is usually, especially with the Crow, this is like the 9th house, higher consciousness, but this is like the spirit realm. Then the High Priestess with the Judgment on top of this block or this Hermit energy. Aries energy, again, flows into the next reading, but Aries energy had Aquarius coming out in the Crow cards. And Aquarius is the collective. And it just makes me think about like the world, even Gaia, this like this world was never mothered properly. It was derived and based off of still killing and destroying. And everything that has been born into this world and born in this world based off of the basis, the foundation, there's no love. And I just keep hearing, don't give up on me. Please don't give up on them. And I feel like this surrender, the idea to fix someone, is the 5 of Swords. Because how can anyone hold themselves accountable for his or her own healing when they don't even know that they need to be healed? It's that's why the Hermit is here, because that requires going inward, right? Because you're not aware of something. You have to be taught. We all have to be taught. And so how can someone do right if they haven't been taught? You go to a new job, you have to be trained. You start a new relationship. You have to figure it out, cooperate. Like what you learn how to drive. You have to be taught how to do that. You walking as a toddler, you have to be taught. There has to be an example. Love, there has to be an example. You have to experience it. There has to be an example for you to be able to exude that out. But how can that be? How can a child, it's like people energy, this is like, and how, I don't know, this is difficult for me because it's easy to understand children and their lack, but it's hard for me to look at adults. And it's not hard, but I guess I don't want to see adults, but to see through it, High Priestess judgment, that these people really are mentally childish, children, but you're an adult. And, you know, like I said, it's like, I don't want to have sympathy. But again, how can you not have sympathy naturally for children? And these people are, like, you see how she's in the Seven of Wands? That's her. That is her. Yeah, it's showing a little boy, but that is her, this is an adult, but that is who she is mentally. And it's clarifying that with the Five of Swords and the Page of Swords. That is who she is mentally, a child, but she's an adult. Page of Swords with the Five of Cups. These are people who are scared, hurt, abandoned, lost. Mistreated. And like the animal, the dog example, these are people who are like that dog, and their senses, their wiring in their brain, they think you are about to hurt them again. They think you're about to abandon them again. They think that you are about to starve them again. They think that you are about to leave them out in the cold again. They think that, like, again. And when you come in and show them something different, the wiring in their brain still is telling them you're hurting me when you're not. This is, how do you, it just. I had to apologize to someone last night, and I said some mean shit to him. And he was just like, it's okay, because even in what it is that you were saying, it was obvious you were saying it because you care. And still, I'm like, no, but that doesn't excuse what I said. I was trying to hurt you. But he kept saying, it's okay, I understand, because those words wouldn't have even come out your mouth if you didn't care. And I say that because he's right. I care so much that I said some evil things. In that weird, messed up Five of Swords, Six of Swords, Ace of Swords, Six of Swords, trying to put it, the weird mental sensory, the disrespect, the dislike, the evil is because you care. The meanness, the bitterness, the jadedness, the blockages are all because you care. And it's like you're mad that you care. So it's like you try to... Seven of Wands, it's going to manifest differently for other people, but it's like you're mad that you care. And madness is another form of a mask, a facade, a block to do and say some evil things. But at the end of it, or past it, or through it, you care though. I be wanting to always, you know, I really be getting so angry with the collective. I have Saturn in Aquarius, I see an Aquarius, and so it's like I came into this world rejected. I came into this world adopted, unwanted, unloved, misunderstood. And I be wanting to give up on the collective so bad. Like, I'm angry with you guys. Because it's like you guys are replaying how, like, you're just replaying that rejection again. You're replaying it all. And then it just makes me angry and resentful, because it's like, that's my whole lesson, is to be able to love through the hurt, love through the rejection, love through the misunderstanding, love through it's like being in an example. And it's fucked up, because it's like I don't have children of my own, which would be easier. It's like I feel like I am stepping into a motherly role for nations. Confirmation. And it's like, you know how you go through the teenage stage? I hate you, mom. Die, mom. That's how I feel about the collective. It's like everyone's in a teenage state and they're hating me. And yet we have expectations of mothers to love through that anyway, to love you through whatever stage and phase you're going through. That is what a mother is. That is what a great mother is. And it's difficult for me because I was never shown that example, but yet I'm being put in a position to be the example. I want to give up on you guys so bad, and you see it all the time. Like, I go through my phases. But it's like I go in that roundabout I talked about in Aries' moon message. I think I'm gonna have to post this publicly because I have my Mars in Taurus. And according to Vedic astrology, Mars is ruled by Aries and the North Node is currently retrograded in Aries. I got Lilith in Aries and my moon is currently in Aries at this time. So it's like, this is what is being reflected back to me. My Jupiter is in the first house of Libra. North Node is in Libra in the first house as well. And my rising is in Libra in the first house. So I just keep hearing, don't give up on me. Ace of Pentacles as soon. Let's look at the deck, or look at the bottom of the deck in the World card. Wow. And then here's the Fool reverse. Here's the Empress reverse. The Fool card and the Empress should always be upright. Ace of Pentacles, World card. It's just confirming I can't give up. My mission, I'm called to be this Empress, this mother of nations, of the world. You guys are divine. You guys are a part of the divine plan, of the divine. You are divine seeds. It's like you came up out of me, not, you know, I'm just, it's not about me, but I have to channel it in this way for me to get it out. I can't abandon God's kids, the divine's kids. I can't abandon my siblings. Y'all be siblings, whatever, however this, whatever. It is what it is. And it's, I guess, you know, you ever hear mothers or fathers say, like, when I have kids, I'm going to give them everything I didn't have. That's how I feel. It's like I'm being asked, I'm being called to give everything to the collective that I never got. And I know, again, I'm not excusing people who are just leeching or using you and abuse. There has to be a limit. So please don't take this as it's okay to be abused. It's okay to be used. It's okay to be a martyr. It's okay to not receive. But some of you are put into this world, into this, your mission is to give. Because by you giving what it is you never had, that's the example. That's living by example. That's giving by example. And if these people are in their teenage stage, they hate you, this, that, and the third, we all go through phases. You love your teenager through that phase. And when they become an adult, They love you. They appreciate whatever. They become, you know, they have their own kids, and then they look back at you like you were right. It's like it comes back when it comes back. I just keep hearing, don't give up on me.